because I'm hoping 1 out of 100 listeners, you're that 1 out of 100 listeners, and that there are 1 out of 100 listeners like you saying yes right now and saying, yeah, I'm going to support the show. Yeah, yes, that's a yes, yes, yes. I mean, I hear from about a couple people like this a month. They say, yeah, I just never heard a message where I thought about it. I thought I'd do it later. Please don't wait till later. This is about kind of our plan for 2025, but that's all we need, right? Is 1 out of 100 listeners, and 2025 will be golden, full of lulls. So if all those are yes, if you could go right now to sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus and sign up, that's awesome. You're you may have you may have just witnessed a total disaster because I just spent 20 minutes recording those. At least I have the video, but I mean, oh my goodness. Oh man. I guess I'll try to record. I don't know if it got recorded. That only happens like one ever out of every like of segments we're recording. I mean, the battery's still at 31%, so I don't even know what happened. Want to say some really bad words. Um, all right. So if all those are yes, and you really do consider yourself a rebel with a cause that you could really feel good about, I'd love it to join. I love if you're that one listener. So if it's yes to all those, if you could sign up at sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus, it'd be amazing. Just go to sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus, sign up, and you'll be hearing from me because I couldn't do it without you. That one person that's listening to me and hearing me and agreeing and willing to support the show. So thanks so much. Friends, it didn't get recorded. Oh boy, 30. I mean, at least we recorded this, so I may be able to pull the audio out of this. I don't think I can pull it out in a wave. Something's going on with the recorder. So, um, man, I guess if you're watching this video, I mean, you have no idea what's going on in my head because this is like losing 25 minutes is a big setback, man. All right, well, yeah, the recorder it's crashed. It doesn't usually crash like this. I mean, like ever since the flood, I almost replaced it, but then it hasn't been working. But well, most people are going to watch the video for 30 minutes anyway. So you're definitely not even one of. It's probably a 1 in a million if you're watching this right now. You got to see a total disaster. Thanks, Mike. Hey, anybody that's watching that video from Sleep With Me Plus that I recorded yesterday, or I'll record this. I think this recorder actually is cached or toast. So when it crashed yesterday, even though it restarted, I can't get it to start right now. I've got it fully charged batteries in it and an external battery, which is normally what keeps it from crashing. It crashed like this after the flood, but that flood was a year and a half ago, and it may have since it dried out. So it changes my schedule for today because I'm going to have to, I was planning on recording an entire Newhart episode the episode portion, and I do have a new recorder that I bought that I use for on location stuff that I can use. I mean, it's perfectly fine to use it, but that means I'm gonna have to do some changes to get it to work properly. Also, I don't know if I can get it to work with this. Of course, it was like right when I got this new system with the video. I don't know if that recorder has two outputs like this one. This one has an output for headphones and then to go into a camera so that you could record on the camera. I mean, this is like something you mount a camera on. This is prosumer equipment or consumer equipment. It's nothing, but this is a little piece of history. I'm going to try to get it working, but this is only the third recorder with consumer equipment in the history of the podcast. I don't know what year I got this one. The first recorder I used was borrowed. Then the second recorder I used was also a Tascam, but it was a DR40, I think. And we used that for a long time until either something broke on it, which is was normally like the external battery port. But it might have been something else on it. And then I got this one. I've had this one for a long time. Maybe I even just replaced it because this one was on sale. We always have used external recorder. Some people record into right into their computer. The reason we use an external recorder is because we're in this tiny closet. Also, it just tends to be more reliable for like hour-long recording. There's just way more things. The computer's running. This is just a dedicated device. So anyway, that's a little update. I'm going to try one more time to get it to work. I've already tried unplugging everything, but maybe the batteries were in a charger charged. So we'll see. Okay, this is part 2. I also started this video and forgot to hit record. So, so it may be the batteries that were bad, which is weird because they're really good, high quality rechargeable batteries. And I don't think they're that old. And I couldn't figure out if just one of so what happened was I took everything apart. Then I went to go get the new recorder and realized, oh, I only bought that new recorder for on-location episodes, so it doesn't have a line in, which is just a technical way. It doesn't have the correct port to record in the climb-in closet, and it didn't have the secondary line out. So I was like, okay, all right, well, we could use our old backup recorder that we were using for the reason we bought that recorder now I realize is because this recorder was this is what I would use for on-location episodes and as a backup recorder. But this one had issues because, again, it's prosumer consumer equipment. It just doesn't last as long and wear and tear. And this one, the input controls stopped working. Though I could still record stuff on there. It's just the only thing that works in this is auto input control, which you don't really want to trust. Okay, so then I was like, okay, we could use this. Then I put the batteries in this. I couldn't get this to turn on. So I was like, the batteries. Also, this is the same model of the original one that I borrowed and then that I bought. This is our original recorder. So, and they all have batteries in there, which when I put the batteries that were in one of these in my battery charger, they started charging. The batteries that were in the recorder. So anyway, what I'm going to try to do now is see if I get this one to work with batteries. If I don't, I'm actually going to try the original recorder because I know I can control the inputs, but I think the inputs on this are broken, and that's why this is only good for on-location episodes. And then if both of these fail, I will use the other one, and then I will have to purchase a new recorder. Maybe there's I guess there's probably not. All right, so let's just see if this gets turned on by battery power. And we'll go from there. Gotta stay adaptable. Okay, all the batteries are in the right spots. Here we go. No. Nothing. Okay, and then let's try it with the battery. External battery. Okay. No. Okay. So maybe. Okay. No mystery solved. No, nothing solved yet. Okay. No. Our original recorder turned on. Oh boy. So let's just try that one next. I mean, maybe that one got. Maybe the battery's like over short circuited as well. Okay. So. Powering on. Maybe there's some sort of weird time flux in here. I mean, this thing just powered on when I was upstairs. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Okay, that one's power. Was I pressing the wrong button on this one? No, right? Yeah, there's only one power button there. Okay, I'm not going to set the date right now. It's powering on. Okay, let's just check what happens if because the external battery is kind of key to this stuff. Okay, that works. Okay, this does not have an SD card in it. Let's put these two things are the same company, so they write the same style files with the same naming convention. So if I put this SD card in here, it shouldn't format or do anything weird. Oh, that was the other issue with this one. You can't put it. The SD card slot's broken. Okay, so this one is... So let's just run a test and see if input 1 works. You won't be able to hear it because... Check. Oh, no, that's internal mic. Okay, so we don't want the internal mics. Okay, it's been a while since I've worn this. Internal mic now. Recording mode. Source. External 1 and 2, okay. Yes, these buttons also stop working. Okay, let's see if that works. Check. Check. Okay, it's coming in a little hot. Check. Test. Test. Check. Okay, it seems now I'm going to put the headphones in. Then this doesn't have a camera out, so I would have to put a headphone splitter in here to do it. Exterior out. Exterior in. Mic plus preamp. Mic. No. Okay, let me see if I can hear anything. Check. It's only coming through one ear. Okay, let's try changing recording mode. Okay, extension 1 mono. Let's try that. Okay, check. Now we're in business. Okay. All right, so we're recording mono. It is a little, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends beyond the binary. So the only main issue with this is going to be that I don't know the recording level is going to be. It seems all right, though. Okay, everybody, so this is Scoots here. Alright, so next thing I'm gonna do is try to put a headphone splitter in to see if I can get it to work with the camera, but I'm gonna have to stop the video so it redoes its audio. Okay, so I don't know if this video is recording audio or not, because, but it'll be a good way for me to test the audio to see if it comes through. But what I'm going to do is, ideally, I'm going to hit stop on the pre-roll of this recorder, but it is a line-out recording, but then we're sending it through a thing. It still sounds fine in my earbuds. I can even jack it a little bit. Oh no, that's the line-out. Where's the this thing doesn't have a headphone out? Input level. Been a while since I've used this one. Because I don't want to put the input level any higher. Okay, well that's fine. Stereo line input. Okay. So the next thing to do is for me to set the date and time in this recorder and then hear how it sounds ideally on this tape. So I'm going to keep recording. I'm going to stop and set the date and time in this, so and then I'll be able to see just one level of production check. At all. I don't know what'll happen. I'll just also try recording it too. Is there any audio at all here? Okay, this is Drew just doing a new YouTube test down here for the video. And yeah, let's just see what happens when I hit the mic. That just mutes it. So did that mute it? I don't know. So, okay, so just in case everybody, this does get recorded. That'll be I didn't think it had any sound. But we're trying to get this all working again. And we're just doing the best we can. It's 2:21. I was going to try to record an entire Newhart episode. But Carl has to go get to her, she can't hear me down here, but she's got to get her arthritis shot at the vet, so at 3:30. So, but I do want to check these recordings upstairs on my computer and then hopefully get some recording done. Stop this recording. So, hopefully you're hearing this and you're hearing it not blown out. The last video or two videos ago, the audio was working. That goes out of the recorder. So it goes from this mic to our preamp to the recorder. And this one's was using a splitter, go from the headphones to this. And it's a line out headphones port. But then I listened to the video and it was blown out. It wasn't blown out, the recording, but in the whatever, this line out to the camera, or in this case, my phone. Also, my phone filled up with storage. So this has been one of those days. Some days you make a sleep podcast. Some days you need a sleep podcast. So then I realized, oh yeah, we tried to do video a long time ago with this thing, like whatever, 8 years ago, and it needs an attenuator cable. So if this video is not blown out, it's because of the attenuator cable. The only issue with the attenuator cable is that I couldn't believe I could find it. One, because that's a 1 in a million. Two, it's male to male, so that means that the extension cord I was using is not going to work. And I literally just figured out this video setup with the recorder. It's just one of those things, man, when you make stuff. So now it's 2:40. So I still will try to record something, because the recording sounded fine. It actually sounded very clean, and this is like why I love this recorder. I don't use a preamps on this recorder. We already use a preamp, and the recorder's not super sturdy, but I have always loved this. I mean, it's the first recorder we ever used. The mics on it for picking up field noise are extremely good. Not good for recording a sleep podcast, but what are you going to do about that? So anyway, what I'm going to do now is, I just cut this video. I got to listen though. See, I'll stop this video, listen to it, see if it worked, and then I'm going to try to record, and I'll try to record my recording too. So either I'll be back or you'll see me edit on a different day. These videos, was a bit going on with trying to get this working. I just checked the last stream I did. It seemed to be working with the attenuated cable. I have now about 15-20 minutes before I have to get Co to the bathroom and then over to the V to the E to the T, just for a little injection poo on her. I mean, this isn't getting recorded for the podcast anyway, for arthritis. So what I'm going to do is hit record on the recorder and try to record, because make the most of it. ABR, as we say in the sleep podcast business, always be recording. And now I'm trying to do that more with video too. If you hadn't seen all the other previous videos, this is Scooter from Sleep With Me Podcast. You're probably watching this on a membership channel anyway, but maybe not. Maybe you're watching this as a stream somewhere else. But I'm going to be recording part of Dreaming of Newhart. This episode should be one of the first episodes we put out in 2025, and I'm recording it in October of 2024. Ideally, a little bit less than 3 months before it'll come out, but we have a couple we're doing it out of order. All right. All right, everybody, check. Oh, we'll have to do a new noise thing. So Drew and anybody that's listening on the stream, I'm going to have to sit here for a minute in silence so that we can get a room tone with this new recorder, and then we'll have to export it. But be honest, this recorder sounded cleaner than the other one, so pretty wild. All right. Okay, Drew, at I think it was 1 minute and 8 seconds, there's like a electronic interference in the headphones, so this would be a good chance to check that if it's showing up on the recording. If it's not showing up on the recording, that's amazing news. If it is, then make sure the cellular data on your phone is turned off. But this is a great chance since we're doing all this other stuff. Everybody, this is Scoots here. Welcome to Dreaming of Newhart. We're going to turn things over to Bob Roberts